Hello, everybody. Coming to you live from Salisbury University. I am Bobby Brodus. I'm a graduate assistant athletic trainer here at Salisbury University. I'm in the Master's of Education program, pursuing a master's degree in post-secondary education. And I'm currently enrolled in EDUC 585, Instructional Technology Tools for Education. And this is going to be a quick presentation on a web application named Voicethread. It's an interactive learning tool that we'll get into in a little bit. I'm a certified athletic trainer working here at Salisbury University as a graduate assistant. From Syracuse, New York originally, and I got my bachelor degree in athletic training at Alfred University, and I also played football for all 4 years there too. So that's kind of a little bit about me. And let's go. All right, just pulling up this PowerPoint presentation we got. Give me 1 second. Okay, hopefully that's working all right. This is my first time using this app, or this first time using Google Hangouts Live, so hopefully I got this up on everybody's screen. So as I said before, Voicethread is an interactive technology. I'm not sure if it's new or not, but it's pretty new to me. I used it last semester in one of my online classes, and I actually love this technology. It allows you to make presentations, but also incorporate audio into them. So it can be either slideshows or just a single slide itself. And students or other faculty, faculty, staff, co-workers, other students, whoever you're using this with, can comment a response in either text, video, or audio form, or multiple forms, which is what I think is really cool about this technology. And it gives you the option to either create a new PowerPoint presentation, or you can upload existing ones. And then you can just add the audio portion to the existing PowerPoint presentation. It is super easy to register on Voicethread. You simply create an account on voicethread.com. You select your desired settings, you being the professor, and the price range can be anywhere from completely free to having a full access year subscription of $100 per year, which isn't too bad for such a great technology. And the year subscription does include yourself as the instructor and up to 50 students. And to create a presentation, it is just as easy. You simply sign into your account. You can either start from scratch or choose or upload an existing PowerPoint. You just add audio, video, pictures, and text to it, and then you share that link to your class or whoever you're presenting this information to, and they now have access to all the slides and can comment on anything they would like to. Now, when you're in Voicethread and you'd like to leave comments, it's very easy. You're going to see this picture on the website, and going from left to right, you see the ABCs. That just means to leave a text comment. Working our way up, the phone means you can call them, leave them a message. The microphone right there in the middle, you can click that and leave an audio response only. The video camera next to it, you can leave a video response. And the arrow shooting up to the sky, you can upload an existing file that you have. And I know some people are sitting here listening to this thinking, well, what if I have students that don't really have have the capability of a computer or a laptop at home. How can I make this fair? This isn't going to work for me. Might be pulling your hair out right now. Well, good news is you can either, oops, sorry about that. You can have your students download a Voicethread app and use it via smartphone. Okay, you can access the slides and presentations on the phone app, and you can even leave text, video, and or audio comments. So it works entirely the same as having a laptop or a computer monitor. Here I just have some reasons why Voicethread would be very useful. Like I have said previously, it's an interactive learning experience, and it can help to promote student engagement in the classroom. From some of the research I've done, quickly, the previous concept of learning are the 3 R's, and those are out now: reading, writing, and arithmetic. And now we seem to be focusing more on the 4 C's, which are communicating, creating, critically thinking, and collaborating. And Voicethread definitely lets you hit all 4 of those C's right there. So being an athletic trainer, I figured I could share a practical application that I have as an idea as an athletic trainer, and that would be to use Voicethread to teach students, whether I'm teaching in a classroom or I'm teaching in a clinic as their preceptors. I could use Voicethread to teach some hands-on skills that are extremely important in the profession, and things that take a lot of practice to perfect, and you can never practice enough of these skills. And those are listed right there below. You can read those. The 2 I'm going to be focusing on are taping and rapping and learning special tests. So like I said, it is very hard to become proficient as an athletic training student in 1 or 2 or even a week's worth of class meetings. I know here at Salisbury, our students are in the master's program now, and a good amount of them, it's a mixture. They either come in with some background of what athletic training is, or they come in not really knowing too much what athletic training is. So the classes go by very quickly for them, and it's very hard to perfect these skills or become proficient in a couple classes. So my idea would be that second bullet right there: additional practice is absolutely necessary. And with Voicethread, I'll get into it a little bit later, but with Voicethread, it allows students to practice all the time, whenever they want to, as long as they can access the internet. And nowadays, most college level students at least have a laptop computer or a smartphone. So they'll always be able to access the presentations via Voicethread, and that will allow them to always be able to practice. Voicethread, it allows interactive learning and fosters collaboration between students and the professor, because no matter where the students are watching from, they can always be practicing. And if a question pops up, they can comment their question on the Voicethread website, and they can even post that question to a specific slide. So for example, if every topic is a different presentation, and within that presentation there's different slides which demonstrate different special tests or different jobs or different wrapping jobs, they can leave their question on that specific slide about the skill that they need help with. And the best part is, if I, as the professor, cannot get to them right away, or even within a few hours, and another student logs on and they get to that slide and they have a question as well, or even if they're able to answer that previous student's question, they can comment back to that student and they can answer the question to the student. And then if I want to add anything, I can go on and comment back to both of them because it creates a little voice thread underneath the comment. And then any student that comes in after us, they can actually view each comment, and it basically turns into a conversation because the comments there are cumulative, they never go away, everybody can see them. So anybody who logs on after a few comments have been left, they can view all those comments and hear the entire conversation. So if they were thinking to themselves, man, I had that question too, they can listen to all the answers, all the comments that were made, and maybe their question will be answered right there. So that is I think the coolest part of this technology, because it really forces students to collaborate with each other and definitely helps to build a sense of community within the classroom, which can be carried into the physical classroom as well. And students will be more comfortable helping each other, asking questions, working with each other, and they'll always be able to practice on their own. Here we have just an example of what a discussion thread would look like off the main conversation. So my man up there in the square picture, he would be the initial comment left on the presentation, the presentation, and then all the circles underneath are people who commented back to the first original comment. So if you just go down and click those pictures in order, it'll basically be like you are sitting in on a conversation between all those people. And then here we just have a little visual about how this technology can really bring everybody together, even though it's an online portion of the class. So if people aren't actually practicing together, they kind of are, because they can communicate, they can collaborate with each other via Voicethread. So here's just some references about what I used today. So if anybody has any questions, please feel free. Trying to get this screen share off of here. Oh, there we go. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to contact me. The easiest way would be via my email. That's rbroddus1 that's GULLS .Salisbury, that's SALISBURY.edu. Thank you for anybody who takes the time to listen to this presentation. I hope it helps somebody out there, and maybe you can pass it on to another educator that you know, or another athletic trainer that you know, or someone that just loves to teach people. And I hope that it can impact them. And this Voicethread technology can kind of make its way into classrooms, because using it as a student, I loved it, and I think other students will as well. It's a really great tool to have everybody collaborate together, and you can see who's been talking to each other as well as the instructor, and that can be really neat, because then you can kind of take that into the physical classroom, and when you see a certain student might need some help, you can kind of go to a student who initiates conversations on the Voicethread app and say, hey, I think maybe you could go help so-and-so. They look like they're struggling, and maybe you can get collaboration in the physical classroom going as well. Thank you.